Good morning, YouTube. Welcome in. Today I got a beautiful build for you today. Today we're building in the Fractal North. It's been some time. It's been out for about a month or so. We had some requests to build in it. It's beautiful. Is it worth all the hype? We're going to find out right now, right below. Let us know down in the comments what you think about this case. It's got a beautiful wood slat finish on the front, mesh side panels. It's gorgeous. We're going to get some really cool specs in today's build, starting with the 5800X3D. We're pairing it on the B50 Tomahawk Max Wi-Fi motherboard. G.Skill Ripjaws RAM at 3600 megahertz, CL14 going in there. A 1TB drive from Kingston. It's their KC3000 enterprise grade drive. And then we got a 4070 Ti from MSI. Also powering it out, we're rounding it out. We're powering it with the MSI AG850. That's right. Beautiful system, gonna do some really cool things, especially in games like Warzone. Escape from Tarkov is gonna be an absolute beast. We're talking Streets, FPS, 140 to 160 F potentially on this system right here. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think of these pictures and what other cases you want to see us build here on our YouTube channel? And remember, we're building the system live right now as we speak. That comes over here on our YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at twitch.tv/stints, and we hope to see you soon. And then let's get started with today's beautiful build chat. Case looks really cool. Looks really cool. So the crazy part is, I have some older specs. You know, my daughter, I've got kids, they're getting into gaming. I was able to snag these. I bought these. These are actually on my personal dollar. It's got leather on the back. What? Let me address it really quick. Thundercat, how are the Fury 7200s? Are you talking about the Kingston 7200 RAM? We are not using that right now. We're not using that right now. We're gonna still stay with Team Group for 7200. Kingston has the best 6400 kit right now, in my opinion. It stays one of the coolest ones. Kingston and Team on the Hynix die. We're gonna stay with that for now. But if we're doing 7200 or 1600 megahertz CL34, we're going with Team. That's what we recommend right now. This case, so I bought one myself. I've got a 900K, some 32 CL14 RAM back at home, some old school B-die on an old Z390 Ultra board or master board that I'm gonna put on here with like the same cooler and put it in my house as my family PC because I love the bespoke aspect of this case. When I say bespoke, let's do a top down really quick, chat. I'm gonna give you the top down. There's some things that I really like in this case. First thing is, yeah, they did really well. The mesh on this is very like automotive grade. The finish of this reminds me of a lot of like high-end automotive. Let me give you a little close up. I don't know how well it's gonna focus. It's gonna focus past this, but you can see right here the finish, like the gold trim, the gold accents here at the side, the leather. Look at this. It's got a leather strap for the rear for pulling off the top. Obviously the wood, give you the front close up. The wood finish is beautiful. Like, it's a very gorgeous case. All right, let's get it all opened up. So we're not gonna change much on the front. We're gonna run the two Fractal. I think they call them the accent fans they have on the front. They're 140s. Oh, it's got a built-in fan controller too. Yeah, you can do a 360 in the front. Yeah, you can. Yep. Yeah, it's got two 140s. You got a 360 in the front. Look at the finish of that. It's so clean. Type-C's even gold-plated. You got headphone and microphone jacks up top. Two 3.0 drives, and then the Type-C. It's very nice. The fit and finish is excellent. And I believe the case is only like 130, maybe 130 if not mistaken. Got two 3.5 hard drive bays in the bottom of the case here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm doing almost zero RGB in this. The only RGB is gonna be on none. There's no RGB on the system. There's zero RGB in the system today. All right, let me show you, before I start taking things apart, I want you to see how it comes in. You know, I'll give you a close up right here. So here's just our tray. Here's the back side of it. Built-in fan controller is gorgeous. Up top here, you see right here. Great cable management. It is slim on the back. You probably have about an inch of clearance on the backside here. That's why a lot of your SSDs they have room actually for SSDs. Yeah, you do have an SSD tray here. SSD tray, 2.5 SSD tray. On the bottom down here, you have two 3.5 inch hard drives. A lot of airflow in this thing though. When I say like the front of this front mesh, I can see clearly through that mesh in the front. Very airflow focused. I'm not sure what Steve, whoever Gamers Next, has reviewed on this case, but I can imagine he probably gave it really good thermals. Top 240 easily, even a 280 maybe. I don't know if it'll clear your VRMs. I would say probably two 140 fans on top, probably only a 240 top mount in here, but like an LS 520, a Capellix 240 in this, really good airflow. You could add RGB if you really want. I would say if on this one, I would probably want to go with either a white aesthetic or probably a gold trim if you did anything like that. Is that an RGB controller or it's just a PWM controller, just a PWM controller on this one. It is a 4-to-1 controller. You don't really even need it because we have the fans on the front are a daisy chainable 140 from Fractal. So technically we could just run right to the board and have the board control it. But since we have it here, we might as well run those fans. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I'm just gonna zip tie these, not zip tie them, but I'm gonna run these 2 fans up, and then we're gonna start building the motherboard. I'm gonna slide the case aside here really quick, and then we're gonna start building the motherboard. So let's see what it came through here. This is the accessories. I'm not sure what this cage is for. I'll have to find out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure. I think it's probably for a top mount. It's actually pretty slick. Yeah, it is, because it mounts right here. It screws in right here. That is actually really neat. I see where it screws in now. There's a side mount for fans. So if you need added airflow, man, that's crazy. That's awesome. Surely fits a 4080. We could, 100% we could, yeah. Because we do a 360 front mount, and you definitely could fit a 4080 in here. I would say probably more like a Ventus. I would go with like a Ventus card. All right, first gonna be our CPU guy, 5800X3D today. On the Tomahawk, yes, on the Tomahawk today. 5800X3D today, chats. Let's get this in. Get all our pins, no bend pins, in we go. All in there. NVMe drive, then we're gonna work on the cooler mounts, and then we'll put our RAM in. All right, KC3000, 1TB drive today, guys. I think pretty much competes hand in handily and even beats a Samsung 980 Pro. Fantastic drive. Get our drive out. And we go with the KC. Next is gonna be our standoffs chat for the cooler. Today we're using the AK620 Zero Dark from Deepcool. Absolutely beautiful air cooler. Mention a 5800X 3D, plenty. All right, let's get these in place. There's 1. And 2. All right, there we go. Nice and good there. Get a RAM next chat. 36C14B die today from G.Skill. There's 1. Turn out this one's gonna be a nice one. All blacked out, black and gray parts. The only thing aesthetic I would love to see on this is maybe a little bit more like gold, but you know. Could you maybe do like a Trident RAM to set it off, like a Trident in gold with the RGB off, where that might set it off. Then we go top down. We're gonna work on putting this in the case. Really light case too, which is nice. Yes, most of the power supplies out right now, their ATX 3.0 right now are all CWT. Sonic is mostly only doing EVGA and their own brands right now. I believe some of the newer, I can't confirm or deny the power supplies coming from other companies soon. No names. Deepcool, my BC Sonic. I'll give you a front close-up chat. We're all done with this. I'll get the motherboard done and mounted. There we go, chat. All right, this is maybe the only downfall. This right here, there's no gap for CPU. This is the only thing I might say about this case that I do not like. And here it is, chat. There's no pass-through right here, right above the CPU. There is 0 pass-through above the CPU right here. Pass-through is way over here. This is both power supply and your CPU. That's it. That's it. I wonder if we can pass through the bottom of the motherboard. No shot, can we? There it is, chat. Over the back. We get enough space to put it right behind the back. We're actually over the back of the motherboard tray and down through the back to get the cable management looking nice. Let's go to our front panel connections really quick before we work on the power supply. Power supply will be next. We have our Type-C, our USB 3. Front panel cable with HD audio USB 3. We're gonna tuck it down below. Now we're gonna work on the power supply chat. Today's power supply, the MSI APG PCIe 5 power supply from MSI. 850 is plenty of power for a 4070 Ti and a 5800X 3D. CDWT. I made these for MSI. Great power supply. All right, 24-pin main, single CPU. 12-volt high power, and I think that's all we need. We don't have any SATA at all. So what's the difference between the 4070 Ti and a 4070 Ti and a 3090 Ti? Performance may be a tad bit better in some aspects. The big thing is the cooling. These 40 series cards are remarkably cooler than 30 series cards. So let's run an AAO for 30 series cards. So working on our power cables, and then we're gonna work on the rest of the front panel cables after this. Next is gonna be the cooler chat. We're gonna put the cooler on. Also put the rear fan in. I'm gonna get some EK Ecotherm versus the Deepcool cooler. It's not bad. The Deepcool stuff isn't bad, but I'm gonna use some EK Ecotherm. We hired the team from Foves to all come over here. All part of Stints Built Now. Mike's actually kind of local to us, so if you guys know Extinct, Mike is in the shop probably like once a week or once every other week, working on systems. Logan handles some of our sales, customer service as well, and also does tuning. Yeah, the team's all here. And Shrizzle as well. All right, chat, look at this beautiful cooler today. The AK 620 Blackout, or Dark as they call it. It was all blacked out. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful cooler. Get this mounted right now. All right, it is a very, very beautiful looking air cooler, yes, indeed. Good raw performance, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people are like, how can you build a good PC on a budget? Raw performance, this right here. Good tower cooler like this, good CPU combo, good RAM combo. All right, here we go, chat. Oh, looking good. Got this rear fan, another Deepcool FK. Looks good, chat. How we looking so far? Good? We liking it? We digging this look? All right, chat, after this, you know what we have left? GPU, that's it. There you go, chat. There's the back. Cable match looking good. Much we can do with those little ugly little things at the top there, but looking clean. All right, let's grab this 4070 Ti today from MSI. Like I said, this system will be going up on the website today, available for purchase. We have 4070 Ti from MSI. I am. I'm excited for the X3Ds, the new X3Ds. Yep. I want to see what they can do, man. I really want to push them to their pace. I want to see what they can do. This in here, chat. So much lighter. I'm holding 4090s lately. This is great. Great size card. Just barely fits in this case too. There it is. Barely fits. There it is. Whew. Nice little funk. And we go to the 12-volt high power cable. Make sure to get a good seat. Looking good. How are we feeling about that? That's pretty, huh? So we're getting ready to boot her up. Actually, I just want to light her up and chat. Not much of a light up, but at least you'll see the fans running, right? Guys, thanks for another awesome video. Thank you for stopping in and showing us the love here on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button. If you like what you see even more, hit that sub button. And remember, we build these PCs you see live here on our YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now over at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, say hello, watch us build the PC, and ask any questions you have, and let's go.